Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome to first, maybe of many, maybe just one video of the 7 days to die. Right, next video I'm going to be talking about, is it worth buying? So do stay tuned and I will tell you the new things, the things that I like, the things that I wish were better, and just tell you why you might want to buy it, the good and the bad. But before we get started, I just want to say, if you do enjoy this type of content, do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We also stream every day. I've been streaming this game for past 3 or 4 days. And we do have on Discord. All the links are down in the description. But with that said, let's talk about the game itself. Obviously, this game looks better than a previous, right? The version 1.0. It's more optimized. Now, unfortunately, the game does tell you that you can play with up to 4 people, but what it doesn't tell you, I'm not sure if it portrays to PlayStation, but at least for the Xbox version, if you're in Series S like myself, you can only play with one other friend if you're the host. If you want to have up to 4 people, you need to have the Series X host, which does suck, but what can you do, right? But let's talk about the good stuff, right? And that is, obviously, it looks pretty. They have done new things. When I'm talking about one of the first ones is zombies. And there are plenty ones. You have your basic ones. You have your vultures, the lumberjack, spider ones, big mama, tourist. But there's mutated ones. There's also the cop versions and the feral rights and the demolition ones, which are the believed to be new one, the one that I have strapped explosive. I have yet to encounter them. Lucky for me, because they can blow up and do some serious damage. Right? Which brings this menu is challenges. Right? As the start of the game, you start with your basic survival, which unlike the rest of the game, right? Is the basic survival is basically the tutorial. You know, get the axe, stuff like that. You know, craft your armor, club. You know, some stun arrows. You know, stuff like that. And every time you complete a full set of the rewards, you can go to the trader and pick up an extra reward. Right? So I would suggest maxing your homesteading, advanced survival, crafting, trader and quest, harvesting rewards. It is worth it. Also, when you complete a zombie slayer one, you go to trader and you get the rewards, which will go in a second. Right? Now, why you might want to do challenges is because they give XP and they give rewards, which can be massive to your progression, right? Because the more skills you have, the better stuff you can get. Which brings me to the next thing, the skills. You have obviously the books, and we can get up to legendary stuff, which is the new thing. You can craft a legendary steel axe or steel tools, steel axe, shovel, stuff like that. You can even, for example, for myself, I'm about to get possibly a legendary stun baton. You can go for a legendary pipe pistol or a legendary 44 Desert Vulture, or even an auto shotgun. You can get that stuff at legendary versions, which is pretty massive. And you have the special books that if you can fully complete, you get, for example, in this one, you get 20% more ore mining. Or for a lucky looter, which I completed, I have higher chance for enemies to drop loot. Or if I get the tech junkie, or since I have it, I can craft bulk turret ammo. And skills have been slightly changed. You know, I am more into intellect to buff up my buddy, so I can get more quest rewards, have easier time bartering, selling, and buying, and you know, getting our stuff ready. Right? While he is more into, you know, better perception, fortitude, stuff like that. Right? The skills changed a little bit. Right? Now, while we're walking over there, another big thing that is new is they've made questing better. Right? And what I mean by that is, again, we're gonna stop for a second, is if I look over here, oh, there you go, Spider Slayer. but I've completed 10 tier 1 quests. Once I complete it, I get, you know, the special reward for unlocking tier 2 quest, which required me to complete 10 tier 1s. And now I have a quest from Rec to go to Trader Jen to open up a new trader. And when I completed 10 tier 2 quests, I had to head to Trader Jen to complete the tier 2 quest and open up a trader route for tier 3 for the Bob. And when I complete the 10 tier 3s, I'll go to the next zone. Same thing when I'm in the tier 4 zone, go to the next one. So it's a nice progression and give you more rewards. The quests are harder, which are going to be worth more in terms of rewards and stuff that you find. But let's turn in the quest for the Zombie Slayer.
Here you go.
There we go. Nothing super amazing, but we can get 3 rewards or 3 rewards, 2 rewards, and we'll get more XP because of my perks. Now, what I would like is Bandolier for carry capacity so I can respect and get rid of some of the unnecessary strength. Right? Boom. And maybe, yeah, impact bracing mod so we reduce fall damage. Boom. Right? It's worth it. That also changed the traders a little bit to where they will only
smart and you'll get a new start.
Thanks. To where they only buy and sell stuff depending to your level or closer to your level. So you're not gonna find right off the bat, you know, at the very start, early levels, Crucible, right? There's still a chance you can find it, but it's not as abundant.
There's a fucking door. Why don't you use
Thanks.
it?
Right? And the rewards from quests are not as super amazing as they were before. They don't break the progression, but they're still a bit rewarding and there's something to do. For example, like this quest, we usually get some XP and only 1k Duke ones. I get more because of perk, right? So it's pretty nice. Something to do, you know, break the monotonous. You know, and if it will allow you to reset the POI, which brings us to the point of POIs. The POIs changed. They're more like dungeons now. We're gonna utilize this red barn and bath. So when we get close, as you can see on the top, red barn, bat, and bath, 2 zombie skulls, which means that's how hard it is. Some will have 1, some will have none, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you go into the harder zone, they can be 5 plus the zone they've got a modifier, which is in the desert. It's a full skull, so you could be up to 6, or maybe 7 if you're in the snow and harder. But you need to complete it. There's multiple ways to complete it. You can just bludgeon your way through, you know, go the most direct route, or you can find the quickest way for you to enter. For example, over here, you get on top of the barn and you, boom, jump in and you'll be inside. Or you can just break the doors down. The POIs are nice. It tells you how hard the zone is, so you can determine if you're brand new, just started on the world, you might not want to go in here. You might want to look for no skulls or no zombies, or even easier zombie setups. And because it can be really, really hard. Okay? So another thing that I forgot to mention in the back is sometimes if you're playing co-op, you'll get a little bit of a lag spikes, which unfortunately happened to me a few times in the worst times, to where I unfortunately died. But that's okay. You know, I still enjoy the game. My buddy still enjoys it. They're having fun. So with that said, do I recommend this game? Do I think it's worth spending money on? Although it's technically, some people consider the same game. I say yes, because it feels like a brand new game. With all these new changes, it is different. It feels a little same, but a lot of stuff has changed to the point where it's a kind of like a brand new game. So I'd say yes, but tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think it's worth buying? Do you think it's not? And if you do think it, let me know why. If you don't, if you think it's not worth it, tell me why. And if you do guys want to see more 7 Days to Die videos, let me know in the comments and by liking and commenting and subscribing, because I would love to make more videos like how we struggled in some of the horde times, or a horde base or some of like the basic stuff. But with all that said, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.